There really has to be a commitment to a spay-neuter program, which is actually a surgical program, and education. I think that we need a municipal commitment. Other cities do it. I think that we need to create the political constituency to make sure that the city responds to this terrible problem, which is not just an animal cruelty problem, it's a health problem. It's a people health problem as much as anything else.
It's a national problem, even an international problem. Every urban unit, even those not the size of this metropolis, have to deal with that. By and large, of course, it's due to people not being sufficiently responsible for either keeping their animals in a proper way or preventing them from having excessive numbers of offspring, not getting them spayed and neutered. So yes, it's an ongoing problem. We deal with it day by day.
If neutering would be instituted around the country, if more cities would underwrite neutering clinics and support neutering, I think we would not have to have so many shelters. It's birth control we're talking about. It's respect and birth control.
When people are told by the veterinarian to have their dog spayed, many times they think it's just because we don't want to see overpopulation or because the vet wants to make money. Actually, spaying a dog is really important. If you spay a dog under a year or two of age, you can pretty much rule out that that dog gets breast cancer, and mammary cancer is really common in older female dogs.
Think about the facts before you breed your dog. All of a sudden, all these people who wanted your dog while you were breeding it, they just disappear. And you're just left with all these unwanted puppies. So your choices are either to keep them, and who wants to keep 6 dogs in the house, or to bring it to the pound where they're going to probably be destroyed, or some people bring it out to the country and just let them free, or you sell them to research facilities. These are awful solutions.
I think a lot of people are also naturalists. I hear that also. I want my dog to be as natural as she would have been in the wild. But this isn't the wild. We've created a concrete jungle for them. They can't fend for themselves anymore. And it's our responsibility to protect them. I think it would help if the government would assist a lot of people in paying for the spays and the neutering. A lot of people really can't afford it. People who cannot afford it should be assisted by all means.
Most of us don't realize how many homeless animals are out there suffering in silence. And we can't even begin to fathom the enormous number of dogs and cats killed every year because there are just too many. 20 million dogs and cats are killed every year because no one wants them. That means 3 animals killed every 2 seconds. Now, can we really justify bringing more dogs and cats into the world when the reality for the majority of them is homelessness and premature death? Preventing unwanted animals, not killing them, is the only real solution. Public education about the dog and cat overpopulation crisis and the establishment of municipal spay-neuter clinics will help tremendously. But in the end, it comes down to each and every one of us being responsible for the animals we've chosen to take into our lives. This is Aidan Quinn, hoping you have a better insight into the story of pets in America. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Aidan Quinn. If you're like most people in this country, at one time or another, you've probably had a dog or a cat that you really cared about, that brought a little joy, a little happiness into your life. But unfortunately, not all relationships between people and animals turn out so well. What you're about to see tells the true story of America's love affair with pets. People of all ages and walks of life find puppies and kittens charming and irresistible. And why shouldn't they? More than half of the households in America have at least one dog or cat. Dogs and cats are big business. People are spending $5 billion annually on pet food, which occupies more space than baby food in supermarkets. Specialty items such as pet necklaces and clothes are increasingly in demand. Pet shops thrive in every community. On the surface, things look wonderful, yet all is not well in America for cats and dogs.
10 to 15 million unwanted animals, dogs and cats, kittens and puppies, are euthanized by humane societies and pounds every year. And still the puppy mills prosper, the backyard breeders prosper, the pet industry prospers, and 10 to 15 million dogs and cats must be killed because there aren't good homes for them every year. Basically, we have a bad attitude toward animals. We buy them, we sell them, we dispose of them, we talk about them as things. We're into marketing animals, making people feel good, human-animal companion bond. Animals are vitamin pills for us. And in the meantime, the consequences of irresponsible people getting pets simply because they can plunk a few bucks down on a counter and pay good money for a pedigree, we have to respond to. It's a very sad situation, but it's a real one, and we have to deal with it.
Certainly, we are a throwaway society at the present time. We didn't used to be. And I think people have been encouraged and have certainly responded to the encouragement to buy things, to use them, and to throw them away, and not encouraged to use them again, to recycle them, to think in terms of buying something to last a long time. They've been encouraged to buy things, use them, and throw them away, because that apparently spurred our economy. People have a tendency to think of themselves as disassociated from the rest of the planet, and therefore they think that dogs and cats and other things belong to them by right, that they can do whatever they want with the trees, the streams, the animals, the other animals that are in this world, and they don't see the connection that every part of this planet has a role to play, and that every part is to be respected, and if it isn't respected, then it throws the whole out of kilter.